about. Matt Gibbs in the guys over at Sunrise Automotive will treat you right. Will treat you right.
6 minutes after 10 o'clock, Matt Gibbs is here to answer your questions about your cars. I had a question. Is today a good day for my car to bring my car in? And he's busy today, so maybe I'll bring it in tomorrow. Matt is here to answer your questions, and also if you are just you're ready for another car, a newer car, go to Sunrise Automotive right there. It's Crossroad Auto Sales, both things at the same place. And good morning, Matt. How are you doing?
Larry. How are you?
You were driving fast, you said, to get here?
Yes. We had a woman that came in this morning. She needed a ride home. She had her oxygen.
Was she in the car when you were going fast?
No, I went slow taking her home, and it was from the home part to the here part. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have made it.
Can you get a ticket if you admit to driving fast? Like, do you have to be seen? Like if a policeman hears you saying you were speeding, can he say, "Come here"? Can he Can he come into the station right now and like give you a ticket?
I don't know.
So you weren't speeding at all then, were you?
No, I was speeding, but, but I'm not going to say.
Oh, exactly. It was just like a half mile over.
Well, yeah. See, because then how would they write the ticket for? If I don't tell them how fast
you
I
were
was going.
Right. What's only like what's the speed limit where you were? 40?
I don't know. The sign was blurry when I went by it.
Oh no! Gosh, I worry about you. Don't do that too much.
I don't do that too much. And the thing about it is that we were just at golf with people this morning, and then my insurance guy shows up, and these folks, if I'd have known that,
can I tell you something? Okay, don't do it again. Let me tell you why. If you die driving to a radio show,
that would.
You're going to stand with Jesus, and he's going to say, "Where were you in a hurry to get to?"
And I'm going to say,
the radio show. You were in a hurry to get there. You could have taken your time.
All right, Dad.
Is that what you call Jesus, or is that what you're calling me?
Both of you.
Oh. Well, I'm coming in with my car, but you told me today you're too busy, so.
Yeah, today it's crazy.
I need an oil change.
And we're going to check your brakes.
I need the front right headlight put back in or whatever. It's not working.
Okay.
What else do I need? I think the front left tire has a slow leak, so like little things like that.
Yeah.
But then the brakes. Now I'm driving, and it feels like, well, I don't think it should be shaking like that when I stop.
No, they shouldn't. They should.
Well, what happened to that little feeler? You used to have a feeler, or maybe I just didn't get to the feeler yet.
Yeah, well, and if they're pulsating when you're hitting the brakes, that's going to be because the front rotors are out around. Now, we'd be able to machine those unless there's not enough left to machine.
And then what? Then you got to buy new ones?
So that doesn't necessarily mean your pads are bad. That means your rotors are warped. So,
how would that ever happen?
You could be running it, get hot, hit a mud puddle, the heat.
I don't ever do any of that stuff.
No, you'd be surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then, people that kind of they put their brake on way before, they stop. They take a long time to stop.
Right.
That heats them up pretty good too. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. It's something common. It's something real common. So, and we can take care of it.
I know. I just don't want to drive anywhere right now because I don't like that feeling.
No.
And it doesn't happen all the time. I don't know why.
Yeah, usually the hotter they get, the worse they get.
Now I'm worried about it.
No, don't worry. I wouldn't. I would tell you to don't drive it. Bring it in and let us take a look at it.
I will.
If I was worried.
Oh, I'll bring it in.
I know you will.
Tomorrow.
But don't worry about it. Tomorrow.
How long does that normally take?
Not knowing what we need to do, just figure 2-3 hours.
Oh, okay. So I can just take a walk and come back.
Yeah, we can run you. We can run you somewhere. And
No. You stay there. I'll be fine. I'll just sit there.
I'll take you for a drive.
You have a gumball machine there. I
got 4.
I can empty the gumball machine. Wouldn't you be surprised if I emptied the gumball machine?
That would be. The man that fills the gumball machine would be surprised.
Does somebody actually make money from that, or is that like a charity?
I think all the money goes to the Literacy Foundation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I know you do a lot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can chew gum and support the cause.
Yeah, there you go.
So the temperatures are pretty good right now. So the heat of stepping on your brake can do damage to your rotors.
Yeah, it causes them to warp.
I hope that's not what happened.
I do hope that's what happened.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, because that's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. But then you got to get new ones, right?
Well, if we can't machine them, we do.
Machine them.
Yeah, we have a machine. We put them on and we cut the metal off and make them nice and smooth and true.
Oh, okay. All right.
But they're not that expensive.
But if the brake shoes themselves were thin, then I would have heard that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. You don't want to hear that because then it's automatic rotor replacement.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll find out when I find out. You know what they say? You can't get through life without trials and tribulations. It's just part of life.
It's an important part of life too.
A very smart thing, very wise thing.
Because that's what builds character.
That's why we're here, isn't it? We just discovered the meaning of life, didn't we? Or you just told it to me. You probably discovered it already.
What's that?
That is the meaning. The reason we're here is to become better characters.
Have a better character.
So what happens to people like Hitler who never ever think of that stuff?
You know, this is another thing I've learned. I have learned in 48 years of my life that I don't judge nobody. What happened to Hitler?
That's right.
Is what happened to Hitler.
Oh, you can judge him. He's okay.
Well, at the end of the day, if I judge Hitler, that makes me a judge.
Yeah, but I bet you I can give you an example where you judge somebody.
Okay.
Those beheading ISIS guys. I bet you're judging them.
I bet you that I have an opinion about them.
Well, what's the difference? A judge issues an opinion.
Well, a judge, no. I look at if I'm judging you or judging somebody, then I'm making a declaration. I'm saying this is who you are.
Well, that's
okay. And now this whole thing that's going on in ISIS in the Middle East and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I've always been very open and honest on this show and very transparent.
Very.
I think
people love the fact that we go all over the map. By the way,
I know.
Have you heard people?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And I personally feel, and this is my own personal feeling, that a lot of what's happening are things that have to happen for things to happen.
I think the same thing. Well, that's what that's what they teach in church. In some churches, not all churches.
Yeah.
But some.
I mean, I had somebody say to me one time that when Jesus was picking his disciples, he messed up when he picked Judas. But he didn't mess up picking Judas because it had to happen. He had to pick Judas for it to happen the way it happened.
So Jesus comes back. He comes to you for a car. What kind of car would you sell him?
A Wego. a Yugo station wagon. So we can all go. Let's all go with Jesus.
I got it. Can you imagine if he actually came to you and said, I'm back now. The world is peaceful. You can get rid of those locks. We don't need locks anymore. We got rid of all the bad thoughts that people have. And I just need a car. It's probably a solar-powered car or something.
I don't know what kind of car. He knows. I said, Lord, just pick out the best car just pick you out one. Pick you out one. Let's see what he would pick out. See, I don't want to judge him and see what kind of car he's going to drive.
You don't want to do that. Just don't sell him a Volkswagen. That was built by Nazis. You don't want that. Right? Oh, the Volkswagen people just got mad at me, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Well, it was. I didn't say is. It was at one time. By the way, speaking of war and cars, you know what I was watching yesterday? A video of the place where they used to shoot the TV show MASH.
Okay.
And they left some of the old vehicles there, and it's out in the west somewhere, I guess near California, or maybe in California. But you can walk up this trail, and you can see the old truck with the red cross on it, and it's all torn out. I mean, it looked like something that would be like a guy like you could say, hey, You want me to fix that up? I could do that. You could probably make it work again.
And then I wonder, what would that be worth to say this was on the set of MASH?
Who knows?
I always thought MASH was in Vietnam.
Korea. Korea's
Korea.
But do you know where Galen went yesterday? He went to the Daytona 500. Do you know who Galen is, first of all?
No.
From Life South? Oh, really? You don't know Galen?
No.
Oh, wow. Well, Galen does a segment with us every morning from Life South. And yesterday, Dan sent him to the Daytona 500 to do a remote broadcast for a couple of hours. And one of his sons and one of his son's friends went up to the pit crew or whatever, and Joey Logano, the guy who won, but this is before he won, was getting his tires changed. So they said, hey, can we have a couple of lug nuts? He threw him some lug nuts. So they got the lug nuts from Tony, what's his name? Logano?
Joey Logano.
Joey Logano, yeah. They got his lug nuts. So now they think, wow, we got the winner's lug nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's what's really cool about NASCAR is, and a lot of the motorsports is the guys they're approachable. The pit crews are really nice guys. I mean, most of them are really nice. Now, like in the motocross world, you can go right up to the riders. And in the NASCAR world, they are kind of separated a little bit. You have to have a special.
Well, I was listening to them talk, and the guy, Jimmy Johnson, is that the guy's name? They say he is not easy to approach. And they were saying, of all the people who should be easy, he should be, because he started out, he was a poor kid, lived in a trailer park, and so he's more like the average person,
Well, what happens, though, is that he is so popular that he gets bombarded.
So he's just nonstop.
It's just nonstop. So you have to protect him a little. He has to be protected a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Johnson. I mean, if you announced today that Jimmy Johnson was in the radio station, I guarantee you there'd be thousands of people right outside this window.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm in here and there's a guy on a.
We're in here too. Rob and I are here every day. There's no crowds.
But you say Jimmy Johnson's here.
Yeah. We have crowds in our delusional minds, but we don't have any real crowds. Matt, we have to take a little break. By the way, the phone lines are open if you want to talk to Matt. I'm not even going to say about cars because you can call about anything, apparently. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds giving way to some sun today. Highs between 80 and 82. Partly cloudy tonight. Low 59 to 63. Variable clouds tomorrow. High 76 to 80. Rather cloudy on Wednesday with a chance for a couple of showers. High 77 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Heather Zayer.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
All right, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. Matt Gibbs is here from Sunrise Automotive and also from Crossroad Auto Sales. Sunrise Automotive is where your car can be fixed, and Crossroad Auto Sales is, of course, where you can buy a new car. And they're both at the same location at 1800 Northwest 10th Street. How many cars do you have right now in your car lot?
We only got 14 left.
Only? That sounds like a lot. How many do you normally have?
25.
Oh, really? Is that do you have a license? Does your license say you can only have so many cars?
No.
Oh, really?
My pocketbook does.
How quickly does a car turn around from the day you buy it? Does it sometimes sell the same day as you put it out there?
Yeah, sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. It just really depends, And I try to really, like if someone comes in and they're looking for a car,
Right.
I really want to try to get to know that person, especially if I'm going to do the financing. If someone comes in and wants to pay cash, it's not a
Right,
big deal.
right.
But if I'm getting involved with the financing part of it, then I try to get involved with the person. And I don't want to just sell a car. And that's what I tell people every time. I'm not here just to sell cars. Actually, Larry, I have more fun buying cars than I do selling cars.
Yeah.
But in order for me to buy more cars, I have to sell cars.
Yeah.
So I try to do the best I can with whom I'm selling a car to.
So you told us that men and women are different when it comes to getting their car repaired. Are we different when it comes to buying a car?
Yeah, because see, men have that I know everything type mentality.
Not this man. You know me, I'm never going to say I have no clue what's going on. I'm just wanting it to be clean as possible.
I give you, for instance, like if a woman comes in, she's looking more at the appearance of the car. Is it going to suit her? Is it going to meet her needs? And very, very rarely does a woman ever open the hood and look or check the oil.
Well, I do. I open the hood, but for no reason. I just do it so that you don't think I'm a wuss. I said, I'm supposed to do this. This is a guy thing.
That's what I'm talking about. It's a guy thing. You're supposed to kick the tires. You're supposed to look under the hood.
I don't kick the
tires. and women just want to. Is this vehicle going to work for me? Is it going to work for my family? Is it going to work for what I need it to do? And so if a guy comes in, the first thing he wants to do is look underneath the hood. And I own a shop, so I'll tell him. I say, if you want to put it on a lift and look underneath it and make sure it's not all rusted and missing pieces and parts, I'll do that for you. So yeah, you definitely put on I put on a hat for a woman, and I have a different hat that I put on for a guy.
Oh, really?
Because they're just different. They're different temperaments. They're different personalities.
Does it say on the hat?
No.
Guy and girl?
No. Yeah, I have many hats. Many hats.
We should actually get you the hats.
Yeah, just have a whole bunch of stuff all over it.
This is my car salesman to a woman hat, and this is my car salesman to a man
But
hat.
as far as car salesmen, there's a lot of places out there that need to sell cars. I don't need to sell cars.
Could you use this? Would this be something you could use?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you giving it to me?
Yes. Yeah, because Jim George gave it to me, and I'll never use that in a million years.
Why not?
I don't even know how to use it.
See right here, it says on. Now look.
What is it called? I don't even know what it's called.
This is a DMV.
And you can actually use that.
Yeah, let's do this right now.
Jim, I didn't. I'm not. I knew he gave it to us, but
okay, what I'm going to do
I'll never use it.
He just gave me a DMV. Do you know what a DMV is?
Department of Motor Vehicles.
No. This is a digital
microvolt or something. What does it mean?
It says, see right here, it says DCV.
Yeah.
That's direct current voltage.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a voltmeter.
I'll never use this. I work with electricity, but I don't know anything about it.
And right now, what I'm trying to do is seeing if.
Oh, how many volts you are?
No, I'm not. I'm just.
How many ohms?
Yeah. See.
That doesn't mean I know how to use that thing. I just took a shot at one of the words from that world. See now,
I'm an open circuit this morning because anywhere I set it on the ohm scale, I'm not reading nothing. So I'm an open circuit.
Maybe the battery's dead.
No. See, because watch. See the one?
Right.
See the one?
Right, the one.
Now what do you see?
Oh, it was negative 134 for a second. It didn't stay long though.
Where's it at now?
Zero. And what is it when you take
it apart? That means it's
apart?
completed circuit. There's no resistance.
Oh, okay.
Now
it's a bunch.
See, now we're going to ring this bell.
Now it's the bell. What are you going to do with the bell?
We're going to go across.
It's like a science experiment on the radio. Whoa.
There goes the bell.
All right. So this is good radio. So now it says, oh my gosh, it's changing so much.
Yeah, I can't get a good. This bell is round and it's kind of hard.
It's like now it's 3 zeros again, but it went through a few numbers.
It is 3 zeros.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I'm glad you could use it.
Yeah.
Because it's not something I would use.
See, if Dan was here right now, I'd be plugging it into like an electrical outlet.
He is here.
And then the whole radio station will just shut off.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that happens enough. Don't do it. Don't do it in a separate time.
All right, let's turn this little bad boy off.
So you know what? My cigarette lighter doesn't work in my car.
We could check it with this.
Yeah.
Right here.
So well, wait till I get there.
Okay.
To your place.
And we'll use this one to check it with.
All right. Because I don't use it for cigarettes or cigars. I used to.
For your cell
cigars.
phone.
Yeah, but now I want to use it as an outlet for
Right.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. We can do that. We can make that work.
I actually have two of them. They put one in the most awkward place.
What?
There's one easy to get to, and then there's one like underneath in the console in the back of it, and it doesn't work either. But it's so difficult to get to.
Yeah, but you know what's so cool about that one?
No.
You can plug an inverter into that. So like, let's say,
Regular electricity,
yeah, and then you
like
can
a toaster.
No, a toaster would draw too much current, but like your laptop, you could actually just like the same plug that you plug into the
You
wall.
couldn't put a toaster in there?
Well, you could, but your car might start smoking. You know how much current a toaster draws? Go outside and watch your meter on your house when you
That's why I don't have a toaster.
Whew.
Yeah.
Or a blow dryer.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I drip dry.
You drip dry?
I do. Towels and
There you go.
air. Gosh. So I'll be over. I have a leaking tire, an out headlight. Robin said that my taillights sometimes are on, sometimes they're not. I said, well, how are you going to know that if it's working? How are you going to fix it?
So we're going to check all the lights.
And and then change the oil and get rid of the rattling. You know what the rattling is? Remember I described this to you? When I first start the car, it's got a little rattle and then it goes away. It gets nice and smooth.
Yeah.
But you told me that's not unusual.
No. But, I got some stuff that
You can put it in there? Because you
Yeah.
did it last time.
Yeah, I'm going to put some, I even got some more special stuff from Schaefer's.
From Schaefer?
Ooh.
All right.
The stuff's awesome.
I wish I could go today, but today's out. Today. That was a dog that just walked past. Don't let anybody know that was you. Just some kind of a dog just walked past. All right, Matt. Let me give out your information unless you want to do it. What is your address?
My address is 1800 Northwest 10th Street.
And what is your phone number?
My phone number is 352-690-1993.
And you're very busy today, so I won't bring the car today. But if you have something wrong with your car, if it's really bad, you better bring it today.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in danger like driving 100 miles an hour.
Right. Okay.
And if you have a radio show that you got to get to, don't worry. The guy who's working the board, he'll wait for you. Just in case that ever comes up in your personal life. Who's the singer on your song here?
His name is John Green.
Did you hear the guy we had before? He's missing his left arm, his left forearm, and he plays guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he good?
Very good. Super good.
How does he strum the strings?
He took like Gorilla Glue and he glued a pick to a cast. He put a cast on his arm. So that's how he did it.
All right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it just shows that no matter what your situation is, no matter what the circumstance is, you can do what you want to do.
You can do what you got to do.
That's right.
So he plays it like a left-handed guitar, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. That was always fun.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll see you tomorrow then.
Okay.
Not today. All right.
All right.
We'll be right back.
We'll treat you right.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. It was the 87th Academy Awards ceremony. Birdman swooping in to get 4 statuettes, including those for Best Picture and Best Director. Julianne Moore won for Best Actress as an Alzheimer's patient in Still Alice.
I think mostly I like stories